close. The App Sports team invites you to the App Sports Awards, June 13th at the Count Basie Theater. Tickets at sportsawards.app.com. Ryan Ross and Sherlyn Christie and Daniel LaJudas and Stephen Falk, Asbury Park Press. The Binghamton Rumble Ponies, the Mets AA affiliate, has a 30-year-old outfielder on its roster. The average age of a AA prospect is just over 24, but that's neither here nor there. This particular prospect is not a stud. His .242, .333, .376 line through 47 games entering Sunday is not wowing anybody. His mere presence in baseball has been ridiculed, as has his mechanics. No rational observer, baseball personnel man or otherwise, believes he should ever see a major league roster, but he is certainly good for business, not to mention publicity, and isn't that a big part of what makes minor league baseball great? You remember Tim Tebow, right? Quarterback, lefty, threw that 80-yard overtime touchdown for the Broncos against the Steelers a few years back? Right, him. Well, he plays baseball now, and will be in New Jersey this weekend for a 3-game series against the Yankees' AA affiliate, the Trenton Thunder, beginning Friday night at Arm. Instead of pretending like I'm a baseball guy, ball is too small, not orange enough, and making this thing overly complicated, I thought it best to strike a balance between facts and fun. Enjoy. Tebow won the Heisman Trophy. People forget that, no? What you think of first when Tebow's name comes up might not be the Florida days. It might be the baseball stuff. Maybe it's that aforementioned 80-yard score in a 2011 wildcard game. Maybe it's his forgettable tenure with the Jets. For posterity, we feel the need to point out that Tebow was quite the college football player. He won the Heisman Trophy in 2007, was a finalist 2 other times. He was on 2 BCS title teams, and was a first-team All-American twice. At some point down the road, he will be enshrined in the College Football Hall of Fame, and there is no debate. If Tebow goes 0 for 4 and strikes out twice on Friday night, just remember, this is not his primary sport. Autoplay show thumbnails show captions. Last slide. Next slide. Friday will be a circus and why in front of the visiting dugout instead of, say, the visiting clubhouse? Doing it front of the visiting dugout will provide more room for the larger-than-normal media presence. Therefore, Tebow, again, this guy is 30 and hitting .213 on the road through Sunday. My one personal Tebow anecdote: this was either late in Tebow's college career or early in his Broncos days. 2009, maybe 2010, when his celebrity had not reached its true pinnacle yet. I was out with a friend, and this friend brought his friend, whom I'd never met. We'll shorten that to FINM, was a 2008 University of Florida graduate. Naturally, Tebow comes up, after we'd all had a few sodas. FINM scoffs and says, I'm paraphrasing here, that Tebow and his God-fearing, non-threatening persona are all a product of the UF sports information machine. I never bought that tick, but I did, and still do, find it interesting. Just imagine that, as Tebow's star rose at Florida, the athletic department's media relations people had the presence of mind to sit him down and tell him that this was the right move for his image. Even more fun to imagine is Tebow buying into it all, to the point where he milked it for another decade, into his 30s. Related, Tebow's media availability will be mostly vanilla. Not for nothing, Mets fans, meet Peter Allen. So you are a Mets fan making the ride Trenton to check out Tebow, and that's fine. While there, you may also see your future first baseman. Peter Alonso opened the season ranked number 4 in the Mets farm system, but that was before he started mashing. The organization's second-round pick in 2016 had an Eastern League leading 14 home runs through Sunday, plus a slash line of .328, .461, .607. Alonso getting a promotion at some point seems possible. Adrian Gonzalez is 36 and not the long-term answer, while Dominic Smith has not done enough at AAA Las Vegas, .267, .358, .385 to warrant a call-up to Flushing. Get a glimpse of Alonso this weekend, when it's still reasonably affordable. Mets fans, staff writer Josh Newman, jnewman at app.com, at Joshua Newman.